faraway kingdom. Well, actually not so far away. Let's try that again. Once upon a time, near a bustling Catholic school nestled next to a bayou in Brobridge, there lived a young girl named Snow White. She, of course, known far and wide for her kindness, her good heart, and, of course, her dazzling beauty. But it wasn't just her looks that earned her the admiration of everyone who met her. Snow White had a gift for making people feel loved, valued, and welcome, especially her classmates. Unfortunately, Snow White's stepmother, the Queen, was a bit obsessed with being the most admired woman in the area. This Queen was very beautiful, but also quite vain. She couldn't bear the thought that anyone might be more faithful than her. She owned a magic mirror, and she would stand in front of it and ask,
"Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the most faithful of them all?"
Well, the mirror would always answer, "You, O Queen, are the most faithful of all." This made the Queen happy because she knew that the mirror always spoke the truth. Snow White was growing up, and each day she became more beautiful. One day the Queen went to her mirror once again.
"Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the most faithful of them all?"
The mirror answered, "You, Queen, are very faithful, but Snow White's soul shines purer than thee." When the Queen heard these words, she became angry.
Bruh. I shall not rest until she is thus dealt with.
One day she summoned the disciplinarian, Monsieur Christophe.
Thank you, better. Find Snow White and take her away. Take her out of my sight. I don't want to see her ever again.
The disciplinarian obeyed and began to walk Snow White to the principal's office. She began to weep. Snow White ran fast away as fast as she could. After a while, Snow White decided that she would not run any longer and stumbled back to school. She stumbled through the school until she came across a tiny chapel hiding in the library. She knocked on the door,
Knock, knock, knock.
but no one answered. So slowly she pushed it open and stepped inside. The chapel was small but cozy. Exhausted, she lay down on the floor, on the kneeler, and she fell fast asleep. Snow White quickly explained her story about the evil queen, and the teachers felt sorry for her.
Why, hello there. You're all so beautiful and unique and interesting looking. Could you please tell me more about your personalities so I can get to know more about the amazing staff of St. Bernard School?
Yes, I'm positivity. I was a St. Bernard Crusader, class of 1996. You can find me in PE or any sports field or court. Always spreading rainbows and sunshine. Positivity is my name. And playing sports and exercise is my game. So happy to meet you.
I'm Little Roddy. You can find me in the library. I spend most of my time having students check out books in the library.
Hi, I'm Cheery. I can be found with my kindergartners in the classroom, teaching them so many amazing new things. Or I can be found either in the gym with my cheerleaders or at sporting events. We have so much fun in our classroom. I also have so much fun during the summer with my cheerleaders at cheer camp.
And you can also see me helping with the class, and I love our class. Welcome to St. Bernard. Hey, before you see me.
I'm Ricky. I'm new to SBS this year, but I was a Crusader in my time, class of 2010. I'm full of enthusiasm and energy. I love teaching my 4th and 5th graders, and I enjoy being a teammate and faculty.
Hi, my name is Fiery. Anyone who knows me knows that I was a St. Bernard student, class of 2005. My fire can be seen as blue and gold. I am so passionate and a little bit intense when it comes to St. Bernard and especially my 4th and 5th grade students. Going from a St. Bernard student to an SBS teacher shows that I truly embody the phrase, once a Crusader, always a Crusader.
Hi, my name is Whitey. Although I'm new to SBS, I've been a teacher and a principal for over 35 years in Catholic schools. That makes me strong in my faith, and I also know my history. I've always had school pride, and being at SBS is no different, so I think we're going to be great friends.
I'm sleep. I'm sleepy. As you all know, I have 4 rowdy boys. Spend my days lesson planning, grade 6, and then I have to go home and go to practice at the football field, and then on the weekend
She is an amazing second grade teacher. You can find her with her kiddos in her second grade classroom. She is always a team player and always willing to give a helping hand. She's always behind the scenes, but she will always come out and give a helping hand when anybody needs.
Nice to meet you, Maxwell.
Hi, I'm Christy. This is my first year at St. Bernard's, and my coworkers found out that I love shopping at Goodwill to find all the perfect outfits for all of our activities. Shopping for you too?
Oh, let's go. 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm Choreo Cutie, and I love things. I was once a member of the CCH Rover and the UL Ranger Dad. And now, after teaching ELA all day, you can find me coaching Rover reviews or teaching dancing in the studio. So it's very nice to meet you.
Hi, I'm Maestro. I got my name because I conduct my first grade class with spunk every day. I can orchestrate a fun Friday like no other. My favorite day of the week is Friday.
Hi, I'm Clover, former SBS student class of 08. You can find me in kindergarten or all over the campus. I'm usually walking fast and on a mission, trying to give back to the school that gave so much to me. Between teaching my kindergartners, taking over 4-H, or planting beautiful gardens around campus.
Nice to meet you.
After the teachers introduced themselves to Snow White, they decided that she could stay at SBS with them. They warned her that she must be careful, though. The Queen would try to find her. Snow White was so grateful and promised to help them with anything they needed around school.
Hi-ho, off to recess we go.
Meanwhile, the evil queen once again asked her mirror.
Mirror, mirror, who is the faithful of them all?
To her horror, the mirror replied that Snow White, who is now a Crusader, is the most faithful of them all. The queen's jealousy burned stronger than ever, and she decided to take matters into her own hands. Disguising herself as a kindly old lady, selling apples for a fundraiser, she tricked Snow White into taking a bite. She decided She tricked Snow White into taking a bite of a poisonous caramel apple, but it was all for a good cause after all.
Hi. We're selling apples for St. Bernard's School. Don't take it tomorrow. Would you like one? Sure.
After taking a bite of the apple, Snow White collapses into a deep but prayerful sleep. And the queen reveals herself and runs out of the area. But after a few minutes, the teachers return. The teachers find Snow White and they begin praying for her. Just then, a Crusader happened to come by. earnestly beside Snow White. With their prayers, the Crusader and the teachers broke the spell. Snow White awoke. Her heart was renewed by the grace of God. The teachers and the Crusader were so grateful. Snow White eventually became a member of the SBS faculty, and together they all taught generations of students about faith, hope, and love. As for the Queen, well, after a long penance and a sincere confession, she found redemption and lived the rest of her days in prayerful humility. Thus, they all lived faithfully and happily ever after. The end.